and that's what I'm saying. So when it comes down to Kyrie Irving since what 2016 has not done a positive thing to help any team that he's played for win. So the things that we talking about when he went to Boston, Terry Rozier did the same thing that he did. Um, when he went to Brooklyn before KD, yes, go look at it. When he went to Brooklyn before KD, we can argue that uh, D'Lo had D'Lo had a better impact than Kyrie. So we can look at Kyrie like he's this guy and try to continue to play on the nostalgia that he has when he played with LeBron. What was Boston wins like?
But
What did
we can't
Boston what did
we
what
can't
did
blame that
Boston
on.
what did Boston go? I'm saying what I just said. So going back to the first thing that I said was Kyrie was never a net positive for any team that he's been on since 2016. And if you have something to disprove that, then show me your evidence. But if not, I'm gonna continue with my statement. All right. So when it comes down to the reason why Kyrie worked with LeBron is because what you do with LeBron is you put shooters around him and you spread the floor so you can go one on one with your defender. Kyrie is great and it comes down to that situation. So, unfortunately, Miami does not have that type of situation. Jimmy Butler is not a shooter, neither is Bam Adebayo. Neither one of them are shooters. So you're not about to spread the floor and go one on one with a defender with those two on the court. And those two are going to be on the court for the better part of the game. So what I'm saying is you can have somebody who's more versatile when you're talking about a Zach Levine or you talking about a Bradley Beal, two people who are free agents at this time who you don't really have to give. You probably have to do something like a sign and trade or something like that. But who can fit more into your system rather than somebody who you would have to implode the entire system for, who has not done anything for any team since 2016. Like, how long is this dude gonna ride on his 2016 for you to be like, or for people to think that he's that guy? He's not. So go ahead, show me your evidence.
Wait, but you had more detail over the
No,
meeting.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
let
you
go.
was talking about
You
how
need
you
you
picked
need to keep
Bradley
on.
Bill and Levine over.
I did just say that you was researching. You were researching what you was about to say. You didn't find anything.
I was just laughing at the whole how teams are better without Kyrie thing. I thought that was funny.
No, but did you find anything? Did you find any evidence to support your point?
They need it. They need it.
Oh, so you didn't find anything that supports your point. I understand.
So, so
Go
look,
ahead.
let's keep it funky. How does Bradley Bill and Zach Levine, who has no history of helping a team win a damn thing, trumps Kyrie, who when has the last time he been on a losing team since LeBron?
Those two,
I don't get that. We're talking about when everybody's full and healthy. We're talking about one of the top 15 or 20 players in the league, if not better at worst. We're talking about like the thing when we come to Miami. Miami needs a dominant scorer and not and somebody who's an alpha scorer, not somebody who can help out. Because Jimmy Butler is not a consistent scorer to where you know Jimmy Butler is your first option. They actually need a first option of scoring because Tyler Hill is technically their first option of scoring. Kyrie more of an alpha scorer than Bradley Beal and Zach Levine. Those two names you brought up was honestly a joke when it comes to Kyrie. I think Kyrie, if you're trying to include Kyrie antics with things, then okay, you got me. But if we minus the antics, of course, because the whole COVID thing over with and everything, so I would assume that by next year, Kyrie will be back in the top 15 players.
So with all that you said, you didn't say anything about how he fits on Miami because the thing that you tried to pull was you tried to say that he'll be the alpha scorer in Miami. Now the thing is with him being the alpha scorer in Miami, if he's the alpha scorer in Miami, Kyrie is a person who operates in space. All right. I think we both can agree on Kyrie operating in space. So what do you do with Jimmy when Kyrie is operating in space? Because Kyrie dribbles a lot. So what we doing with Jimmy and Bam when Kyrie
What,
is what are no I'm saying what are we doing with Jimmy and Bam and Tyler Hero? Because the way that you do this is you have to give him space in order for him to operate. Now the thing is he has not fit well with anybody besides um LeBron. Like for the most part, he's the only person that he's fit
KD?
well with. The has he fit well with KD? How many games has he played with KD? This how many games has he played with KD for these last 2, 3 seasons?
I think they argue one of the best duels in the NBA still.
They played 20 games together. We don't know if they were arguably one of the best duos together or best duos in the game. Maybe.
They play way more than 28 games together.
I don't think
You
they
talking about
played
this
that many
year?
games. No, altogether.
No, they play way more than that together.
Yeah. So this is not something that I looked up, but after this, you can look it up. See how many games they've played together. But and what they do together. What's their win loss record together? Because we don't. Kyrie is not a net has not been a net positive for anybody. Like anytime Kyrie leaves, nothing different happens to the team that he's been playing for. Like nothing the team doesn't get worse, they don't get better. They just other people step up. And that's
So
because
what chemistry you see
nobody
going
wants to
on
watch.
with?
Because I'm saying if you have Kyrie on your team, on Miami specifically, then you have Kyrie as pretty much your main ball handler. And if you have him as your main ball handler, then what happens is the Miami offense is now stuck. Everybody's just watching Kyrie dribble because he's he's on his and one mixtape tour. And I don't think he's a person that's I think that's just how he plays. I think he's pretty decent off the ball, but like
They played 44
like
games together.
they played 40, so it wasn't way more than 28. But yeah, over the course of 2 years. And what's their win loss record? Like they like 34 and 10 or something.
Uh, it look like it's in the area. They don't got the exact accurate stats on it, but it look like it's in the
I
area.
I don't think it's that area, but anyway, I'm just saying like in general, like this dude who you imagine Kyrie to be, like I don't know if you playing a
You
lot
know,
of 2K or something, like he
I'm
not
gonna
that
tell you.
dude
I'm gonna
like
tell you
that.
what your issue is. Your issue is you put so much emotion in the game that you take away from the basketball game. You're saying that Kyrie not gonna be a good fit, but where do you see these other options being a good fit and actually bring them over the hill? You think because Zach LaVine don't have an alpha personality, he gonna just give up 30 points or something like that? He's just gonna transfer 30 points to Miami?
No, I didn't. I wasn't expecting Zach Levine to. I think Zach Levine
Where you
is
see the chemistry at on the other ones to where you see Kyrie's won't work.
no. What I'm saying is those two players are not ball dominant players. So what you have is you have players who are really good 3 point shooters, are really good drivers to the goal, and they'll be able to fit in Miami's offense where they can do a lot of what Jimmy does, and they can also play off the ball when Jimmy does have the ball. I don't think they're as demanding as Kyrie. I don't think it takes them as many dribbles to get into their sets as it takes Kyrie. I don't like there's there's so many I won't say so many other options, but there's better options than Kyrie. And I would rather and I'm not even talking about the off the court antics or anything like that. Because when it comes down to Kyrie off the court, I don't mind what he does off the court.